Thank you very much for tuning to the Uche Orai Show. I'm your host, Mr. Uche Orai. Nelson Mandela passed away. And, a legend is truly gone to heaven. Last week, many people were talking about the death of Paul Walker, only to be followed by the death of somebody who was truly great. No knocks on Paul Walker. But like I said, in Nelson Mandela, you had a living legend. You had the Martin Luther King Jr. of our time. Okay, really, a man whose time transcended many periods. Okay, and truly a role model of what sacrifice of what a hero is truly all about. Some say the hero often at times doesn't get a chance to see what he has given his life for. Nelson Mandela, on the other hand, did. Okay? Now, keep in mind that for 27 years of his life, of the prime of his life, he was imprisoned, okay, by those that chose to break him because they were too cowardly to kill him, fearing the masses just going crazy, okay? And it's befitting that at his funeral, the first black U.S. president got a chance to speak, and he spoke so eloquently like he always does, and that's President Barack Obama. All right? It's almost saddened to believe that Nelson Mandela was South Africa's first black president, first, non-Afrikaner president. And it's also sad to know that, for a very long period of time, America was on the wrong side. Okay, the Reagan administration supported the apartheid regime, and it was even rumored that the CIA helped in the capture of President Nelson Mandela. They were the ones that tipped off the South African government to where he was hiding. It's rumored. But now y'all know many things that the CIA puts their hands in. Nobody ever really knows the truth because they work in secret. So I'll just say on this day that the world is mourning the loss of Nelson Mandela, and has been since the news came out. Mourn no longer, because the greatest victory you can have against any enemy or enemy of a certain backwards mindset is to go see the Lord and have hundreds and thousands of people cheering you in your exit. Okay, Nelson Mandela in the stadium in South Africa had 100,000 people there. 100,000, not to mention over 100 world leaders. Okay, no other president that South Africa has had will have that type of homecoming. I don't think any leader of this world that is yet to pass will have that type of homecoming. Okay, but President Nelson Mandela did, because he changed the world. He changed the type of thinking. He's in the same line as Dr. King, as Gandhi, as the same line that says, you know what, I can hug my enemy. You know what, you tried to hurt me, but I still love you and I'll still continue to pray for you. He unified South Africa, and many leaders can learn from that. He wasn't your typical African leader who sought to stay in power year after year after year after year. Mugabe. He wasn't like that. He served his term and he moved on to focus on the other things. All right? So, rest in peace, President Nelson Mandela. You truly were a legend. You taught so many, even those that you didn't know. You touched them, touched me. All right? And for that, I thank you for your sacrifice. Thank y'all very much for tuning to the Uche Orai Show. I'm your host, Mr. Uche Orai. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay blessed.